3,300 miles away from you there in Orlando as we come to you from the European home of the NFL, London, England. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Dallas Cowboys and the London Monarchs. Two one-loss teams set to lace it up. This ought to be fun, and we're underway on EA Sports. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
Detroit! All right, here we go. Green 39! Green 39!
Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Leopard!
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2.
Leopard! Back 99 Philly, here we go!
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Lucky 56!
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Tackle made there by Chidobe Awuzie. Well, they know how to protect the pass, but sometimes cornerbacks, they can also stop the run, can't they?
Is that what we call a complete corner? Yeah, because we're so used to these guys just being defenders in the pass game. How about the guys who can come up and make the tackles? That's what we just saw there for no gain, too.
All right, now, lucky 56! Lucky 56! Set! 319! 319!
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches.
319!
A give to Jones. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
He does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll... Wind up being a loss of 2, and that'll make it 2nd and 12.
Now let's go.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. A dump underneath to Jones. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent. And they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I'd missed him, it would have been a different story. Long night.
On 3rd down, here's Jones. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here, because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
Back to throw here. Drops it to Jones in the flat. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. Ronald Jones, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And his guys have taken a first-quarter lead. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the 4th quarter. That's when the knockout occurs.
And it becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 27.
Here we go, 46. 46.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away. But it does get away, and it's 2nd down. 2nd and 10 now from the 27.
Swing to the fit, right. To the right. 47.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
They'll run with Elliott. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. First down, Prescott. Flush to his right. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Prescott on first down. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
2nd down, Prescott. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. When in doubt, do it yourself as he keeps it for 3 and a first down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
From the red zone now, Prescott. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. No. Check. Patriot. All right, here we go. 319. 319.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Now let's go. Green 39.
They're going to look to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be hit and dropped for a loss at the 5-yard line. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. Sitting alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin as it's London football to begin quarter number 2. They do, however, have a tough 3rd and long coming up.
Watch him now, Barney.
They'll set up a throw. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. DeMarcus Lawrence in there for this sack, and it's an important one from a personal standpoint as that is sack number 100 in what has certainly been a terrific career to this point. And they bring their punter out there now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. They knew they were going to have great field position, went all out, got a little too aggressive.
And you have to understand your angles. They're cut down. When they're that backed up, you've got to be careful going after him.
So a big break. The roughing the kicker called on fourth down leads to 1st and 10. The give is to Jones. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he'll use his blockers to get this up over the 20 to the 21. So that one will get him halfway to the 1st down marker. 7 yards makes it 3rd and 7 now.
Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Hot!
He'll look to throw. Out to the left there and complete to Howard. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
Couple of 1st downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46.
Gun!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And that play will go nowhere, losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
Gun! Now let's go! 3-19!
They'll look to throw. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Here's the Dallas offense now, heading back out onto the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll give to Elliott. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. 9 yards on the pickup there as they'll be left with 3rd and 1.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
They'll try and run forward with Elliott. And they're going to get the first down here across the 15-yard line. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. On 1st and 10, Prescott. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll try to throw now. Prescott flushed out right, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Two minutes to go here in the first half. My good friend Charles and I right back at you after this. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. Wide open receiver complete. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You get better.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. Escaping. And the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
3rd and long for Prescott. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. This will be fielded at the 17. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Oh, incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it there. And it'll be 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
And 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw again. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 1st half. The offense on third down, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and a mile.
Hurry up, here we go.
He'll look to throw. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
Watch him now, Barney.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
Gone!
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He's letting this one go, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Young. And a big turnover there, as his guys will get the football back.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here 1st and 10. Following the interception, here's Prescott. Dancing to his left. Throw left side complete. It's Cole. So a good spin move there before he's taken down. A nice little gain. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Prescott now on second down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Cole. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. A first down throw for Prescott. And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As it's time now to send you back stateside to Orlando, Florida, and check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half. This is taken at the 3. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. A first update now from Cincinnati. And the Bengals out to the early advantage. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. Here's Prescott. Throw left side complete. It's Richards. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one goes for 24 yards.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there that sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. In on the stop, the safety, Troy Apke.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
A second down throw for Prescott. Forced out to his left. Now he's going to throw deep back over the middle. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Daniil Hunter in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. This is taken at the 15. Oh, able to avoid him. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
A very solid gain of 27.
Well, from an offense's perspective, that sure was pretty, because the corner route is extremely difficult to defend from my perspective.
What we just saw there, is that sort of the evolution of the tight end position?
Yeah, I think it is, because more and more, tight ends are being treated like wide receivers. These are some agile players who can make a play from any spot on the field.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Lucky 56.
Out of the pistol to give to Jones. And they'll get this down to the 10. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10.
Now let's go. Blue, learn it.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But thankfully, this is corralled by the offense, so they will, in fact, hold on to the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the, and it's caught. Touchdown. Will Fuller, his first touchdown of the new season. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball down the field, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And out now come the Cowboys. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jordan Evans in there to record another sack, their 6th of the afternoon. And they'll need a big play here, will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he can't quite intercept it. Zone coverage, free safety was there. Couldn't come up with it, and now it's 4th down. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Now let's go.
They'll try and get the running game going with Jones. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Hot.
Back to throw. And he finds Howard complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. So nothing there that time, and maybe you need to look to the O-line. They weren't able to create any space.
No, they weren't, and you know as well as I do, as many offensive line coaches we've ever met, I think that'll be addressed loudly when those guys get to the sideline.
And they're usually loud and big. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. This offense so far on 3rd down, can't fault these numbers. 7 for 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Hurry up, here we go.
They'll drop the throw. This is Johnson, he's got it. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. First target, first catch, and a first down. Welcome back now here in London, as we're about ready to rock and roll for the 4th and final quarter. This quarterback now 11 of 16 through the air. It's 1st and 10.
No. Check. Patriot.
Here's Jones. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And this defense continues to give them fits. They just can't get really anything going on the ground, can they?
I love the theme that you just brought up. This defense has been tough all game long against the run. We just saw another example of it there.
Here we go now. 3-19.
Again, it's Jones. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive.
Hurry up, here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun, and they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. It's a gain of 5, and now the question, will the offense stay out there on 4th and 1?
This team doesn't mind running the ball in any situation, and I thought he was going to get the first down the way the play developed, but the defense closed in and stopped him just about a yard short.
They'll run it with Jones. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. So give him the first down, 1st and goal after a pickup of 4, and the decision to go for it pays off. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
Now let's go.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
Oh, there's no doubt that this is a huge defensive series right here. They've got to hold them to a field goal attempt or less. Otherwise, this game just might be out of reach. Let's see if they can hunker down and get it done.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Ronald Jones, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. And certainly some credit there for that touchdown goes to the offensive line.
They never get the credit they deserve in the stat sheet, but they are the reason that they got the points. Excellent job up front, clearing the way for the score.
They're going to try and run. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Flush to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Danielle Hunter in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. And they'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Prescott from the gun. Going up top. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Richards. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a first down. Jason Garrett might be wanting to reconsider the decision to go for it there. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Ronald Jones, his 3rd touchdown of the season, all coming in this game. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it is 28-0. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. On play action, Prescott. He sets to fire deep. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Dane Cruikshank.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. He'll be dropped shy of the 40 despite an excellent display of footwork. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll go again to Jones. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've had plenty of success. 8 conversions, looking for a 9th. This is 3rd and 8.
Now let's go.
Now back to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on. They just play better and better.
Throwing, Prescott. And now Prescott is going to be taken down. He couldn't get away, and that's a safety. Things were just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. And what a big-time play there. And even 50 yards. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. This is Jones. And a short gain here, down to the 22. Mario Edwards Jr. there to bring him down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Now Jones. And they'll get him down right about the 20. And now the Cowboys are going to call another timeout as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Set! Blue 90! Blue 90! Hot! Gone!
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture is now they've got a 1st and 10.
Gone! 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 Now let's go! Green 39! Green 30!
They'll set up a throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other. But it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Steps away to his left. Drops it underneath to Elliott. And he's able to get up here to the 26. I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially an overtime win. That can give you a big boost going forward in the season.
It certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyping it because cliches go out the window when you start to play overtime. And you're right, the winner of this game now, that's an extra boost moving forward, and it actually is an extra hurt for the team that loses because normally you shake it off, but in this situation, it lingers a little bit longer.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say cheerio from London.